This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
What about
it? Hey, we're back. You miss us for the last week or two? Because we're sharing time with Wade's World now. With those plucky young kids who do the Wade's World podcast. They are Phil and Lilith, but over here we are Phil, and that is Lilith. So anyway...
What issues are we talking today?
They were talking the classic Dark Phoenix Saga from Uncanny X-Men 129 to 138 from January to October 9th. So most of 1980. Most of the Uncanny X-Men from 1980.
Basically. But I forgot that this introduced a lot of my favorites. I totally forgot this whole storyline. It's the start of the Hellfire Club. You get Kitty Pryde and you get Dazzler. Yep. And you get Emma Frost as the White Queen.
Phrasing.
Yeah, sorry. Phrasing.
Yeah, I got your namesake Hellfire Club.
Exactly. Also, a return of Mastermind.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you have the power of illusion, why wouldn't you make yourself look better?
Exactly. Back on Jean Grey.
Oh, good
yeah,
Lord.
and of course Professor X is back from his dalliance in space as well.
Oh, I thought this... Oh, that one, yeah, because I was going to say, I thought this was before that, but that was another one.
Yeah, he leaves a bit. He leaves quite a bit. Also, Cassidy leaves.
Oh, yeah, Sean Cassidy, yeah.
Yeah, he loses his powers. You know, things go down on Muir Island, that's all I'm saying.
Hey-oh, phrasing. But yeah, I read this through like the issues of Classic X-Men, or X-Men Classic X-Men, whatever you want to say. Because if you can hunt those down, okay. They're probably kind of cheaper, but it actually had like original backup stories, and one was on Muir Island with Banshee and Moira McTaggart.
Yeah.
Basically her trying to resurrect her son.
Better not find out about that.
What?
Said Charles better not find out about that, or somebody's getting in trouble.
I think it was long over between them at that point.
It's never over between those two.
He's a creep.
Duh.
Oh,
I thought we were going to do the Charlie one.
Oh, okay. I don't know what duh you want.
Duh, yeah.
Boy, yeah.
Philip, king of the drops!
And you could tell like how old this story is, because like I think they played up for in the one issue, and like, look, it's almost like a Wolverine solo adventure, almost. When does that ever happen?
Sure.
I know, but you know, Wolverine's like 50 books now. Back in the day, it's like, oh look, it's almost like a Wolverine solo adventure.
I know. You know, he pops his claws out to deal with his problems. That's what he does.
Crazy.
But no, yeah. I think that this had a really super slow start, though.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I mean, it was most of 1980. It was like her, you know, I guess Byrne, or Claremont always like, it seemed like he always wanted the slow burn. It's like he just started, you know, upping Phoenix's power levels, and then, you know, Mastermind was messing with her, and then we get the whole Hellfire Club thing, and Kitty Pryde and Dazzler, but then Dark Phoenix really goes nuts.
Yeah. And I like how Storm and Scott are like freaking gossiping about her, like, I think she's out of control.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like the team leaders. It's like, oh, do we have to, you know?
It's like, but yet you let Xavier back. I like how they were like, when he showed back up, we do things differently now.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, him and Scott were still kind of fighting. I mean, I don't think they could have kicked Xavier out at this point if they wanted to.
True.
But I mean, no, I think Storm was just like, you know, with the whole Dark Phoenix thing, she was just like, Scott, are you being, you know, are you thinking with the right head here?
He's like, but she helped me see. She helped me see without my visor.
And then things got fun.
Uh-huh. That picnic, bro. That picnic.
But then when we find out years later about the Phoenix at this point, it's like, so Scott slept with, yeah.
Oh, I like how they kind of brushed over the whole Colleen Wing thing, too. I was just like, oh, it was just friendly? Are we sure? Can I get some receipts?
Ah, good lord.
I, in retrospect, I hate the whole thing making it seem like it was a time slip. Like, with the whole mastermind thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, I just think it was just, that was like...
I was like, what in the f*** going on around here?
I think it was just a thing that, like, it was supposed to, be like, oh, well, how would you confuse Phoenix? Oh, make her think she's slipping back and forth through time.
That's why you gotta have a totem. Everybody knows you gotta have a totem.
And then Cyclops and Mastermind dueling on, like, is that like the astral plane, or...
I know. It feels like something Legends would do. That's all I'm saying.
That is like the best, like, ending, like, one issue. It's just like, Cyclops loses, hits the floor, and, Nightcrawler's like, oh no, he's dead! And then the first page of the next issue, oh no, he's fine.
I also love how Dazzler was like, don't want to be a hero, born to be a singer, deuces!
I know, like...
And then also that issue where Jean is kissed in Mastermind, and Scott's like, what the damn hell?
But yeah, like Claremont would, like, I guess it's because he was on the book for such a long time, but, like, he would just, like, drop stuff and just, like, come back to it years later, like the Dazzler thing. I mean, Dazzler would, like, come back to the team, like, what was it, like, it was after issue 200.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing I heard. I mean, we'll get more into this next comic Capers, but, like, when they were forming X Factor, I guess at first they were talking, I don't know if they were talking about not resurrecting Jean, but instead they were going to, like, have Dazzler take that slot.
That would have been better.
I thought you were a big Jean Grey fan. Right?
I am on certain things with certain people who can handle her. She's like Marvel just doesn't write female characters well, especially at this particular point in time in their comic history.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have to be a real fan to stick out the whole Jean Grey saga thing, because she dies like a million times, comes back and you're just like, please be good this time. Please let it be good this time.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's always the hard thing with any characterization. When you kill somebody, bring them back, kill them off a couple times, and then you always mess with the power levels. Yeah.
Yeah. That power creep. It's hard to get around when you write superheroes. It really is. It's like either you're going to be consistent or you're going to have fun. Those two things are mutually exclusive.
But that original costume,
original Marvel girl, just gonna throw that out there.
Yep. Because, like I said, I was reading this through Classic X-Men. Some of these covers.
Hey, man.
And
to think, they used to have to answer to the Comic Code Authority.
I know. Now past the comics code. That short script.
That is,
Now past the comics code.
That is some Britney-esque 2000s outfits going on right there.
Hello.
But yeah, no. I don't know. I've never been a big Sebastian Shaw fan, especially the way the movies did it with, X-Men First Class and all that stuff. I was just like, so like the whole Hellfire Club, like, I don't know, like it just seems like a Brotherhood knockoff.
What, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants knockoff? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got Emma Frost, and I'm just like, ugh, see, but you get on my nerves. Oh, I'm so conflicted.
Her characterization is just always so off. It's like, is she evil? Is she just like, this neutral party's like, I'm not on Xavier's side. I'm not on Magneto's.
Talk about your power creep. Like, she is like prime example of.
Are you saying she's a gold digger?
Well, she was messing with Scott, so I don't think so.
I know that I dated that one for years, and I was like, I don't get that.
He likes his mind being played with.
Well, I was going to say,
he likes his head messed with.
Unless there's mind control involved, I didn't get that. But
I don't know, like towards the end or towards kind of my favorite issues.
Oh,
I do like the introduction of Kitty Pryde. I like that she wanted to be a hero right off the bat, but I do feel like she got control of her powers too quick.
Well, I think it was like, well, they were being hunted. It wasn't that earlier stuff. They were being hunted, so.
Yeah, I know.
It's either get control or get killed.
They fell for the it's a trap so easily back then, didn't they?
It's a trap. Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just hate when they have to, like, dumb everybody down to make a plan work.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean...
I do like that we leave the mansion, too, though. And we get to go see Angel and stuff. So that was cool.
Yes, and his, what is that, Colorado house, which we'll see more of next episode of Comic Papers.
Oh, I thought that was New Mexico.
Oh, is it New Mexico? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe the one, when we get to the X Factor, issue, I think that was Colorado, maybe. He's a rich guy. He has houses everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Must be nice.
But he, like, the whole revelation that he was part of the Hellfire Club, too, was just like, oh, that doesn't sound right. He said he was a part of the Hellfire Club, and he's like, that doesn't track. Oh, about what they were up to.
Yeah, but didn't he say, wasn't his membership, like, inherited? Like, wasn't his father, like, a member of it or something? Yeah. Because the Hellfire Club's been around for hundreds of years or whatever.
R.I.P. R.I.P. X-Men Mutants on Fox.
Hey, Hellfire Club, that was Court of Owls, way before Court of Owls.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So good, this young lady named herself after.
Back when I used to be a real hardcore Marvel fan.
Back when you were a hardcore comic fan.
I'm still a hardcore comic fan, it's just that it's Archie and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now,
I know. Oh, and then you get the Beast in these, you know, he's with the X-Men, he's like, oh, X-Men need me, gotta go.
Well, I prefer my Nightcrawler. Like that, like you can't have, like, as far as I'm concerned, if you want a classic X-Men team, you can't not have Nightcrawler. Mm-hmm. So, I was like, we don't need two blue boys. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I was waiting.
Yeah. And then we get Dark Phoenix goes crazy and destroys a planet.
As you do. You know, you absorb a star's energy and, it is what it is. Things get kind of crazy. It's like a rave, you know?
And kill the asparagus people.
Nobody likes asparagus anyway. It's fine. Take the Brussels sprouts while you're at it, too.
Ooh.
Fight me. Fight me, vegetable nerds.
It doesn't get you drunk or high. Lilith Hellfire doesn't want to hear it. Oh, my Lord. This story is so old. I mean,
really
like,
old.
When the president calls Avengers Mansion, you know, and there's no one on monitor duty, it's Jimmy Carter. Jimmy freaking Carter.
The coolest he's ever been. The coolest he's ever been. We love Jimmy. We do. But come on, let's just be real. Him and Gerald Ford, just, come on. Nerds. They read comic books, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say, I thought that the X-Men cartoon, although they didn't go, like, long enough, I thought they did a pretty good job of covering this arc.
Well, what ending do you like? Did you like better this comic version where she seemingly dies, or the cartoon where they actually saved her?
The cartoon, duh.
Duh, I know.
Duh, yeah.
But I thought that the cartoon was actually gonna, like, go there because the very first episode of X-Men, you know, they do lose a team member, so it's just like, oh, maybe this is, you know, they're gonna go for it. But no, they saved it. I'm like, you know what? I like it better.
Well, I think they were playing with that with the people who knew. They're like, oh, look, we're gonna kill her. No.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird. It's just like, cause as far as I'm concerned, Jean Grey is the first lady of Marvel, and like, I just really don't like how she's been treated. Like, sorry, Sue, it's Jean. She wasn't a secretary. That's all that I can say.
I mean, she was still kind of young, but she was kind of an adult. Like, Jean Grey, like, was like the first, like...
Grew up, exactly.
Was like the first woman to grow up in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. And so I've always just kind of related to that. And so this arc was like, okay, I want to see her be OP and BAMF and everything, but I did not want her to die. So, like, there's just so many conflicts. I think that the story is really good, and it's a lot of moving parts that actually work pretty well together. But it's just the end result is like, I think she is really the glue that holds that group together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she totally changes the dynamics with everybody, from Professor X to Scott to Wolverine to Storm. Like, she just has these really genuine, deep connections. And without her there, that dynamic just, like, I don't know, it's all superfluous and like punch them up, and I don't know, it just lacks a little bit of depth, I think, when she's not around.
I think Jean Grey was like, before Hal Jordan Parallax, she was Parallax, she kills a planet, she goes all evil, and then they kill her off, and then when they decide they were going to bring her back, they're like, well, how do we do this? She's dead, and she killed a planet. Oh wait, it wasn't her.
As you do. I think that it would have been more interesting had they not gone that route and they just, had her deal with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like Felicity and Haven Rock. It's like, you nuked the town and you have no remorse.
Well, it wasn't her, so, I mean,
but I think it would have been more interesting had it been, though.
Oh, yeah.
Missed opportunity. Yeah. They'll retcon that eventually. You know that, right?
What?
It was actually her. She was evil the whole time. And secretly she brought back Uncle Ben! And he's Mephisto!
I mean, they could easily make that was her all along, because, I mean, it looks like she gets vaporized on the moon in the last issue. Spoilers, but, I mean, she could always have just, like, teleported into that cocoon.
Oh, God. The blue side of the moon is my, like, least favorite Marvel construct ever.
Why?
I don't know, it's just so random. It's like the moon. I can see it every night. I can't imagine that. Just saying. Give me your Shi'ar Empire and all that stuff. Just leave my moon alone.
Well, we did get the Shi'ar here. They're fighting on the moon.
Of course.
So the Watcher could watch. Talk about your creepers.
Oh, God.
I mean, the Watcher is written so inconsistently from writer to writer, just like we were talking about him not too long ago in the Quantum Zone in that last Avengers arc, where just like, he's like giving clues, just like, oh, which way should we go? And you just see the Watcher go.
Well, I always take it as, that's the Watcher having fun. I always thought the Watcher had a lot in common with Loki. Like, just had a little bit of a jovial jokester spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stay kind of aloof and not, and uninvolved. But sometimes everybody needs a good little nudge,
Although, if you do listen to the if you've been listening to the Quantum Zone for a while, you do know the secret of the Watchers and why they observe and never interfere.
Quote unquote, never interfere.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I said Quantum Zone.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
Check it out.
What about?
What about our Quasar podcast?
We have fun.
Just complete the trifecta.
Oh, do you want the sparkly?
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
I don't know. I like this one better.
Contact!
Busy nursing homes with bad intentions.
We're the worst. But yeah, like I said, if you read these in the classic X-Men issues, which you should be able to find cheaper than the original issues, they do have like original backups in all of them.
That's pretty neat.
Like at the end of this last one, they should have like, I guess that's the Phoenix Force as Jean in like the afterlife, and because I think these were written, what is it? Or these were put out in like 89, 90. So like, they have the benefit of hindsight, because like even the guy in the afterlife, Phoenix goes on her way and he's like, oh no, there's a lot more, on to come, the cocoon and everything.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. But yeah, this was like classic, Dark Phoenix was classic Chris Claremont, John Byrne collaboration.
Oh yeah.
So let's not forget the art of Mr. John Byrne, and he was a co-plotter.
But it wasn't Byrne that actually came up with Dazzler. I guess it was Romita and somebody else that they had the concept, and then they just decided to throw them in that particular issue. Yeah, I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I like Dazzler, but I don't think they've really ever done the character the justice she deserves.
Honestly, why don't they put her on the next Domino team up, or or like X Factor or something.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I think she would go really well with, like, when she did the little when we did that Deadpool issue with her in it. I thought that was, I like that team up.
Yeah, they should have her team up with somebody or do something with her.
And I miss old Kitty Pryde. I do.
Before she was engaged to Star-Lord. I wonder who came up with that idea.
Bendis.
Exactly. I mean, keep your fetishes out of my damn comic.
Well, he was writing, I think, Guardians and X-Men at the same time, so it was like, oh, I gotta have all this, like...
Yeah, I know. Keep your damn fetishes out of my comic books. Like, blowing up, Kryptonian cities. Keep that fetish out of my comic books.
Good lord. So, yeah, so overall, is this one of your favorite...
it's a solid A.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't think that it holds up, though. I think that, some of the other stuff that they ended up doing with Jean Grey is infinitely more intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they actually had the balls to do it, which is what I appreciate the most about this story.
Yeah, I mean, just from reading this, you figure, like, they killed off one of the founding X-Men, and, until somebody had an idea later on down the road. I don't think they were planning on originally bringing her back.
Obviously, they had Scott hook up with him. They're like, yeah, he's got a type.
Well, no, this original death. No, remember he married Madeline Pryor, the woman who looks exactly like Jean Grey. Yeah, that's my.
Oh yeah.
Damn, we'll get more into that next comic capers, but I'm just like, not only is that creepy, that doesn't scream trap to you?
Scott's a dodo bird, though.
I know.
That timeline is just so hectic to keep track of sometimes.
I know. Yeah, no, he didn't get with Emma Frost until Jean's second death in mid 2000.
Yeah.
No, the other death.
You know what? I ship Jean and Namor, so whatever.
Oh, she'll have to fight.
I do.
She'll have to fight Sue for Namor.
I'd be down for that cat fight.
Me too. But I mean, just like all the...
I smell a top 10 list for Wade's World.
Oh, yeah, maybe next week for Wade's World. What, top 10 cat fights?
Top 10 cat fights we'd like to see.
Oh, okay. Remind me of that. Yeah, I'll be down. But I'm just Marvel and DC, I swear. They've, ruined me for all these deaths. Because, anytime they say, oh, almost so-and-so is going to die, I'm like, okay, yeah, they'll be back in 6 months. Big deal.
Now, I still remember having my heart broken when they actually killed Barry Allen. I was just like, he was dead almost my whole damn life.
I was going to say, yeah, I was 20-something years, yeah.
It's just like, I like you, Wally, you're a ginger and everything, but I miss my Barry.
Don't get me started on what they did to Wally this week in Heroes in Crisis.
I know. Leave Ginger Wally alone.
Exactly. But I don't know if you wanted to mention real quick, because we were saying, since we were talking X-Men tonight, Mr. and Mrs. X number 10 came out this week. Yeah, 10, right? Today, yes. Sorry, I forgot that. I don't have it sitting in front of me. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. X 10.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just pull up my notes.
And speaking of writers who are writing multiple books at once, Kelly Thompson does it right, because when Gambit and Rogue get back from their adventure, Carol Danvers has called Rogue, and she's like, oh, I gotta go help her. And they even say, Captain Marvel number 3. I'm like, yeah.
Exactly. Now that was, I was like, oh, she managed to work it in. But holy crap, are there a lot of X-Men books, and I'm not feeling it.
Well, what is it? Is it July? I guess, is it Fraction taking over? The X books? It's like they're doing 2 different books, and I don't know. Xavier's got a big plan for mutant kind, Lilith.
Of course he does.
Yeah, that's not...
It's about time. It's honestly, I feel like that's been brewing in the background, and they're just now getting to this. This is about 10 years overdue for this idea, I think.
I mean, more than what they've been doing the last, year or so. I think they're really trying to, bring everything back to basics and bringing Xavier back, Scott and Wolverine, everybody's back, Jean's back.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know if it's just for the solicits, but I swear the art I saw when they were, when they were soliciting the July stuff, it looks like Jean's, back in her original costume again.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, so I'm like, people love the miniskirt.
I mean... what you want me to say? Yeah.
Even Little Hellfire can't keep it in her pants.
It's it's kind of like Wonder Woman. It's like, don't put her in pants. Don't do it. I don't care how tight fitting they are. It just doesn't work.
It helps the telekinesis.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed Mr. and Mrs. X, by the way. Like, I love that artwork. I really, really love the artwork.
Oh, yeah. But I wonder is she going to keep them separate from, like, the X books? Because...
You know, honestly, I hope she actually gets the okay to delve into, like, Gambit's background a little bit, like she said she wanted to.
Well, it looks like next issue she might be, because his father shows up at the end of this issue, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm kind of, like, looking forward to that. Because I feel like Gambit is, like, underrated, and, like, we don't know a lot about him. And so, like, it would be really cool, like, cause she really sounded excited about getting an opportunity to do it. And so it's like, when a creator is excited and passionate and knowledgeable, like, I'm here for that ride.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks good, cause, I mean, it looks like, yeah, she might be doing that next issue, and then, maybe keeping them away from the X books for a while, which...
Yeah, I think that yeah.
Slog down in that continuity right now.
Okay. At least you were the one that said it.
Well, I mean, they're going to be doing a big direction change in a couple months anyway, so might as well just, keep them away, at least until then. Anyway. Yeah.
I really have been enjoying their little solo adventures, though. Like, it's so neat to see.
Mm-hmm. Did you read that 90s Gambit series?
I did.
You should do some of that one day.
Put it down at the bottom of the list.
Okay. What, you don't want to save it for when that Gambit movie comes out? Yeah, that's happening.
Quarter past never? Eternity? What?
Unless Marvel reworks
We're never gonna have a Gambit movie, be serious.
Disney will rework it.
Every single script I've ever seen for that movie has been terrible. I don't even think Disney could save it.
I haven't even seen the script, and all I'll say is turn back the Cajun accent, I'm telling you.
Yeah, like, there's not even an actor that I could see playing Gambit right now.
No, because, like, they say Channing Tatum, I'm like, no.
He's too old now. Disney definitely will not hire him for Gambit.
No. You need somebody... I don't know, sometimes with some of these projects, like Gambit, I think, like, get a relative unknown to play it, I think would be the best move.
You know, like, back in the day, if they were gonna make it, I would have said Sawyer from Lost. I forget that guy's name, but yeah. Sawyer from Lost was like if they hurry up and make the Gambit movie and strike while it's hot, but now it's just, yeah, Lost has been, like, off the air for, like, 12 years or some crap like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Get Kelly Thompson to write it, and we'll worry about casting it later.
There you go. Alright, are we done here?
Yes, let's get out of here.
Alright.
Enough random nonsense.
Alright, everyone, send us your thoughts, because next issue, or next episode of Comic Capers in 2 weeks, because next week will be another Wade's World.
Wade's World!
Part of time. Yeah, so next week we'll be doing Deadpool 35, and then when we come back to Comic Capers, we'll be doing, Jean Grey's first resurrection from, Avengers 263, Fantastic Four 286, and X Factor number 1. That's right, the original X Factor number 1. So send your thoughts on all of that to, you can email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter, at Comic Capers Pod, and at CL Sidekicks. CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail, send your thoughts, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, go check out capesandlunatics.org. It's a work in progress, because we don't give Lilith Hellfire enough to do around here. Alright, and Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you?
If you nerds want to fight me about anything that I've said on this podcast, you can find me on the interwebs, on Twitter via @Lilith Hellfire, and if you're on the gram, be sure to check me out at Lilith Hellfire 86.
Duh. Fight me, nerd.
Because 69 was taken.
That's what she said. So yeah, come back next 2 weeks. X-Men goodness. Deadpool 35 next week, and then the first resurrection of Jean Grey. Come back. We'll help you keep the timeline straight.
There's like red string and a poster board and a glass chalkboard.
Be some Charlie Esser sliding time nonsense. So join us for the fun.